This episode was brought to you guys by Credit Repair Hacks. Credit Repair Hacks is one of the world's first AI digital credit repair softwares. You're able to repair your credit directly from your phone. The system will detect any account that's negative, write a full dispute letter based on the items that's on your credit report, all from your phone. If you use my link, guys, you can get this for $29 a month. I'll leave that in the show description. Let me see how easy I can break down buying a home. Today, I'm going to introduce y'all to the four-legged chair of real estate. I'm going to break down each leg of the chair and what they mean towards you buying your new home. This is your guide and your roadmap to buying a new home. You're not going to want to miss this one. Tap in, Saul, let's go. Tap in, Money Talk Mondays, let's go. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I'm back, beautiful people. How y'all feeling today? It's your boy D Saul, your host of the Money Talk Mondays podcast, where I talk about money. I break down some of the most complex terms about money so anybody can understand it. Today, we're going to be talking about buying a home. Look, y'all, I've been doing this for a very, very long time. I've helped families in Atlanta, New Orleans, Orlando, Dallas, Texas, all throughout Florida, Texas, Mississippi. Man, I can go on and on and on how I've been helping people buy homes. And I teach them this very simple strategy. Now, where I come from, and probably you too, right? They don't teach this stuff in the school. So a lot of times we grow up and it's probably after college where we start learning how to do things with our money. And by that time, college just got all of the money out of us. Man, we be so in debt. And sometimes when we get in that debt, it just sucks all of the life out of us. Some people are so caught up in student loan debt, you know they're not thinking about buying a new home. I mean, maybe that's you, maybe it's not. I know it was me, and that led me on my journey to learning more about financial literacy. And ultimately, that's how I became a realtor. I didn't know nothing about nothing, so I had to educate myself. I learned about credit, I learned about real estate, and eventually I started teaching everybody how to do it. I've been running my business now, y'all, for 5 years, and I teach people this very, very simple strategy. Very, very easy to remember, and you can start on it any day. Now, this four-legged chair of real estate, y'all, we're going to talk about 4 key aspects, the 4 things that you will need before considering buying a home. Now, what makes this chair and these legs so symbolic is that each legs of the chair represents how sturdy it is. So if one leg on the chair not sitting right, you're going to be a little lopsided. You're going to be a little wobbly, baby. So the key is making sure you nurture every leg of the chair so you'll be sitting up straight on your way to purchasing a new home. Now, this first leg is most important. Just think about it. If you had a chair and if the first leg of that chair wasn't on, you really don't have a chair because there's nothing there. So that first leg is the most important one of them all. Money management. I tell people all the time, in order to buy a home, you gotta be savvy managing your money. It's going to take responsibility, it's going to take consistency, and most of all, it's going to require you to have good management with your cash. I tell people all the time, it's not about how much money you make. It's all about how much money you keep. It's all about how much money you save, how much money that you set aside for the things that you want most. See, y'all, a lot of people don't want to have this honest conversation with themselves. They too busy spending over their means. So the first step is mastering your money. And you can do that by creating a budget. Now, a lot of times when we say the word budget, a lot of people run. I mean, it's plain and simple, folks. You got to know how to manage your money to save enough for the down payment, closing costs, and all of the different costs of home ownership. And more than all, lenders are going to want to see how well you manage your money. They're going to look at your DTI. A lot of times when people go in a home buying search, all people really look at is your credit score, but one of the biggest determining factors is your DTI, your debt to income ratio. The better this DTI number is for you, the more buying power you have, the more home you'll be able to afford. So you got to know how to manage your money. That's why it's the first and most important step. All right, number 2, you guessed it, it's your credit. You got to have a solid credit score to buy a new home. A lot of lenders will market that you need a 580, but I always recommend that you get a 620 or a 640 credit score. The reason being is because you'll qualify for better rates, you'll have access to more of the home buying programs, and it'll just put you in a better position. right? Sometimes lenders offer these amazing programs, and the better your credit score, the more likely it is that you will approve. Like for instance, right now in Atlanta, if you have a 660 credit score, then you just might qualify for their 100% financing option and no PMI. This means you'll pay no down payment and have no private mortgage insurance, right? So the better your credit score, the more likely it is for you to qualify for some of these programs. This is another thing people usually run from, their credit. Don't let that be you. Reach out to a credit professional, somebody you know, somebody you trust, and tell them your goals. Let them know that you plan on buying a home soon so they can repair your credit the right way. Now, sometimes some of those credit repair companies can cost a lot, and I get that. That's why I teach people how to repair their own credit. If you stick around to the end, I'll show you a way that you can use some tips that I personally wrote in my book for you to start building your own credit. Nowadays, with technology, you got AI that can write up your dispute letters in a flash, and I'll tell y'all about that at the end. But build your credit, get to that 620, that 640 credit score, and be on your way to buying a new home. All right, the next leg of the chair. Now notice, once you got 2 legs up, you'll feel a lot confident with that third leg coming into the fold. And that third leg is your job. Lenders are gonna wanna see you working. They're gonna wanna see that you've been at your job, that they can trust you being able to make payments on their loan. A lot of times the lenders just want to see 1 year of consistent employment. Now there's a myth out there saying that you have to be at one job for a long period of time. Lenders typically like to see 1 year. As long as you don't have a large gap in between your employment history, this is okay for lenders. And if you just started a new job, as soon as you reach that 6-month mark, some lenders will qualify you. So that job is a real important step for you. And honestly, it's one of the easiest things to do. Again, once you got that first leg up and that second leg, then the third and fourth becomes easy. Meeting the job criteria is really something most buyers don't even have to worry about. We all like to stay at our jobs. Besides, if you're talking about a home buying process, then chances are you have a good job. All right, y'all, the last leg of this chair. Now, 3 of your chairs are super good to go. Now, it's that fourth and final leg that you'll need to buy that new home. The fourth leg of the chair is assets. Lenders are going to want to see that you have money in the bank. For some of the loans, you'll have a down payment due. You may have to pay closing costs. Lenders are going to want to see that you have that amount in your bank account. And even if you don't have to pay a down payment, navigating the home buyer process will feel a whole lot easier when you got money in the bank. Things come up, inspections, appraisals. These are all things that you'll have to pay for during the home buying process. So make sure you have a clean bank account with a lot of money saved in there. And once you have all 4 legs of this chair sitting tall and pretty, you're well on your way to buying a new home. What y'all think about that? I wanted to make it short and quick so anybody listening can get motivated to buy a new home. If you subscribe to my Money Talk Mondays podcast, then I'll break down a lot of these tips one by one. I do a lot of episodes about building your credit, making more money, managing your money, and getting into real estate. So do me a favor and subscribe to my YouTube channel and go to the link in this description and subscribe to the Money Talk Mondays podcast. It's available on all platforms. Y'all, go build your credit score so you can buy a new home. And since we've been talking about credit, this video is actually sponsored by Credit Repair Hacks. Credit Repair Hacks is one of the world's first AI digital credit repair softwares. You're able to repair your credit from your phone. The system is flawless. They'll write up all of your dispute letters and even send them out for you. Y'all check them out. You can go get those unlimited disputes and read my book on building your credit score. I wrote a book, How I Fixed My Own Credit in 6 months. I talked about building your credit from A to Z. It doesn't matter if you have low credit or no credit. This book will help you build your credit score within 6 months. If you got negative accounts, you can use Credit Repair Hacks, get those accounts deleted, use my book, start building your credit, and be well on your way to buying a new home. If you thought this video was useful, send it to a friend. Leave me a review. Until the next time, guys, peace, love, and light to your life. Thank you for joining my episode today. Peace.
Boss beat, boy.